What is up, guys? If your steering wheel looks as bad as this one, this is an OEM steering wheel and it is so faded, worn out and looks completely bad. So in today's video, I'm gonna do a complete overhaul of the OEM steering wheel by doing a DIY steering wheel stitch. And I'm gonna make the steering wheel to look from this to this. So currently, whatever material I had before from the factory, it looks completely worn out, and even when I tried cleaning it, it just wouldn't come out. So in today's episode, I'm gonna stitch this OEM leather to match the color and the OEM steering quality, and you will see how easy it is to do it by yourself. This is my $1,000 Honda CR-V that I bought from auction as a salvage car, and so far I have done all the changes I need to do in order to pass the car and plate it. In the last episode, I tried to modernize this Honda CR-V by installing a huge 9-inch CarPlay screen that also supports 360 camera. So if you're interested, do check it out. The objective here is to bring the car back to its former glory and even modernize it as much as possible so that I can sell in a good price in the used car marketplace. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do is unpack this. This steering wheel cover also comes with a stitching kit attached to it, and inside the stitching kit you will find the instruction on how to stitch the OEM steering cover. You will find 2 sets of threads, a reel of double-sided tape, and a trim tool. Alright, this is the steering wheel cover that I'm gonna install today, and look at the quality of the material. This is an original Italian leather that comes for the Honda OEM models. So the first step would be to test fit this steering wheel cover and see where it sits. Alright, I've put the steering wheel cover now. As you can see, these were all pre-cut from before as a template. You just have to align it together and tuck the excess material inside. And you can adjust accordingly before you start stitching. After you're done adjusting and aligning the steering wheel cover to where you want it to be, and since I'm happy with the positioning, I'm going to go ahead and put some double-sided adhesive taping inside in a manner that will make the steering wheel cover stay where it is, and then I can go ahead and start stitching. And before I start putting the tapes all over completely, I'm going to go ahead and line up the new steering wheel cover stitching with the OEM stitching. I'm just gonna have to see where it touches each other, and then I'm gonna have to rotate, adjust accordingly just to make sure it is lined up properly. Alright, I've put double-sided tape on all the edges and I'm going to start peeling them off. But before I do that, I'll peel these stickers off and stick it properly. Tuck the material in so that the steering wheel cover is in good position. So I'll turn the steering wheel completely upside down and I'm going to start stitching the big section first, and then I'll move ahead with the small 2 sections. Alright, I've tucked in this piece here. It looks really nice, and I'm gonna go ahead and start stitching from this corner here and complete this big round first, and then I'll proceed one by one on the sections. To start stitching, I have the thread and the needle that was provided inside the package. So now I'm gonna show you how to prepare the needle and the thread in order to start stitching. And this is how I like to connect the thread and the needle. So I just put the thread in. There you go, first shot. And I like to keep at least 10 centimeters extra and paired with the long thread. I don't have to tie any knots. So whenever I'm stitching, I just have to make sure I take both the threads out and continue my path in a zigzag manner. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is tie a knot inside so that it stays sturdy together when I start stitching it this way. I'm going to do my first stitch from the inside and take it out this way, and I will tie a knot here. So now I can be sure that this will not come out and I can start stitching from the outside. To start stitching here, I don't want to be pulling out the whole bunch of thread here. So what I can do is shorten the thread by taking 3 times the size of the working area. So my work area right now is this curve here. So what I can do is take a size 3 times longer than this. So let's say this circumference here, once, twice, and thrice. So I only need this much material for now as an approximation. I'm going to shorten the thread this way, and similarly 10 centimeters extra. And now I can start stitching from here. All right, so I finished up the big section here, and to end this, I connected the back end of it and I stitched it right through here, and I tucked this one in. I just have to tuck it more inside. I'm going to tuck it in further to make it nice and tidy like this one here. And then I'm going to continue finishing this section and this section. And you see I still have a bit more of thread remaining, even though I took 3 times the size of this, which is a good estimate if you think about it. I didn't do this section, so this leftover thread would be used for this section here. Now I'm going to go ahead and tuck this one in properly. Along with this, I'll tuck this one in too, and that way I can only focus on stitching. All right, I'm done stitching. The only thing left is to tuck in more here and tuck the rear parts in, and then I'll be done. All right, check this out. I am super happy with the results. The quality of the material is really good. It looks absolutely phenomenal. Check it from the side. I really love how it looks now. Check out the stitching work that I did, and I'm really happy. And the main concept of this is you can do it completely by yourself. The only thing remaining is to put a new Honda logo here because this is worn out, and paint the rear hatch and the rear bumper. Other than that, this car will be completely ready for sale, and then this CRV will be ready for the marketplace. All right guys, if you've learned something new in this video, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you on the next one.